The story of the sower. The Bible tells us how God sent His Son Jesus to show us what God is like and to tell us how we can belong to God's kingdom. This story is one which Jesus told the people to help them understand God's truth. You can find the story in your Bible in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 13. Every day, more and more people come to find Jesus. They were excited when they saw him heal someone and they listened carefully to what he said. But what they enjoyed most was when he told them a story. This is the story of the sower. Once upon a time, there was a farmer working on his farm. He wore tough working clothes, and his face and hands were brown and wrinkled. He was used to working hard in every kind of weather. He looked at his field. The soil was dark and crumbly. He had spent a long time getting it ready. He walked into his field with a large basket under one arm. It was full of seeds. It was good seed, the very best he had. As he strode up and down, he took handfuls of seed and threw it out across the field. The good seeds went everywhere. There was footpath across the farmer's field. Every day, people from the village walked along footpath to the well to get water. The footpath was hard and flat. When the seed fell on the path, the birds could see it very easily. They swooped down and gobbled it up as it lay shining on the path. It did not get a chance to grow. When the farmer threw the good seed across the field, some fell onto ground where there were rocks. The farmer had tried to cover them with soil, but the soil was only a thin layer. Underneath, the rock was very hard. When the seed fell there, it settled into the soil and began to put down roots. But when the roots reached the rocks, they stopped growing. There was no water in the rock, so the young plants died. When the farmer threw the good seed across the field, some of it fell at the side by the wall. That is where the thorn bushes had been, and their seeds were still in the soil too. So the grain and the thorn seeds grow up side by side. The grain did not have room to grow because the thorn plants were tough and strong. They took all the water and food from the soil, so the grain was choked and died. When the farmer threw the good seed across the field, some of it fell on the good soil. It had plenty of room to grow. Its roots could reach the water, and the sun shone down on it. Soon, the seed had roots and a green shoot. By harvest time, there was a fat head of grain on the tall stalk. This would be cut to make flour and bread. The farmer was very pleased with the harvest. Jesus' friends liked the story of the sower. That evening, when the crowds had gone home, the disciples sat with Jesus to eat their meal. What did that story mean? They asked. Jesus said, "My words are like the good seed, but not everyone who hears me is like the good ground. When some people hear my words, it is like the seeds falling on the path. Those people at once forget what I have said. Other people are like the rocky ground. They listen to me very carefully, but they don't give God's good seed a chance to grow. As for the thorn patch, people like that love to listen to me. Then they go back home to their busy lives. The seed has no room to grow because those people have too many other things to think about. But listen carefully. Some of you will be like the good ground. You hear what God is saying as you listen to me. That's the good seed. You want to do as God says, so God's seed can grow. God will expect a bumper harvest from you. God has given me the job of being the farmer, said Jesus, and have sown his good seed. You must decide what sort of soil your lives are going to be. God will be waiting for the harvest. That is the story of the sower.